Okay, so this is continuation of April 2025, question 2. We're still calculating y1 and z1. So how do we get y1? We say total area multiplied by y1 is equal to the area multiplied by distance divided by 2. So since we have three shapes, we're going to do this 3 times. Okay, so we got the total area to be this one, 12645,841. Y1 is unknown. And then the area for the rectangle, we calculated it in part 1, go check it out. It's 10, 36, 8. And then what is the distance for the rectangle? The whole distance is 96. So we need to divide it by 2. Hence we say 96 divided by 2. Then plus the second area is for the triangle. We also calculated it in part 1. So we got 2592, and then the formula says multiplied by distance divided by 2. This distance divided by 2 is just for us to get half of it, not necessarily d divided by 2. We just want the center of it. So if a triangle is placed like that, it is sitting like that, and you want to start from the bottom, going to the top, you divide the triangle by 3 and not by 2. Because if you divide it by 2, you won't get it equal parts, okay? So this is how you do it. So we have 96, which is the height of the triangle, and then divided by 3. So it will be 32, 32, 32. So that is the distance for the triangle. So it's 76 divided by 3, which gives us 32. And then here, we are not going to add as we did here. We're going to minus because we want to do the area and distance for the second. The second is a hole. What is a hole? A hole is a shape that is inside another shape. And as you can see, the circle is inside the rectangle. So you need to subtract. You need to subtract your holes. Okay? So minus, this is the area that we got, and then multiplied by, we have 96 as the total height. We want the center of this circle. So we are already given 20 that ends here at the center of our circle. So 96 minus this 20 will get the center. And remember, we need to start at the bottom. So it means we have from here to there, and then plus this part, we have the center. So it's 96 minus 20, which is already at the center. 96 minus 20. And then this is what you're going to get when you punch your calculator. So we want y1, we don't want this. So we need to divide by this, both sides. You'll get y1 to be 44,025. Y1 is measured in meters, hence I don't put unit there. And then we need to, after finding y1, you need to find y2. So how do you get y2? Y2, we say the total distance, which is 96, and then minus y1. It is like this. If we have from here to there, which is the total distance, then we have y1 here. Remember that y1 and y2 are mutual exes. So it means here we have y2, which is unknown. So if we want y2 and we already have y1, which is 44,025, we can say the total distance minus y1, and we'll be able to get this part, which is y2. And this is what we did there. Total distance minus y1, we got 51,975. And then we now need to get L. So L is from the center of the shape until the neutral exit. So since we have three shapes here, the rectangle, triangle, and a circle, we need to have 3 L's. So it's L1, L2, and L3 because we have 3 shapes. So how do we get L1? L1 is for this rectangle. So it's D divided by 2. What is the total distance of the rectangle? It's 96 divided by 2 minus y1. So we have y1 there, which is our neutral axis. So it is 96, the total distance divided by 2 minus y1. We want to start from the bottom until the center of the shape, until the neutral axis, I mean. So hence we did that. So we got 3,975. And then for L2 is for the triangle. So it's going to be y1, which is 44,025 minus the distance divided by 3. Remember I said that if our triangle is placed like this, you divide by 3 and not by 2, okay? So if it is like this, going to say y1, which is 44,025 minus the distance divided by 3. What's the distance divided by 3? The total distance is 96 divided by 3. We got 12,025. Now let's go to L3. L3 we have y2, which is 51,975. And then we have y2, which is the neutral axis. And then we're going to subtract this 20. We subtract that 20, we'll get 51. We take y2, we subtract 20, so it's 51,975, which is y2 minus 2. You get 31,975. If you don't want to use that way, you can use the second method. The total distance, which is 96, we subtract 20, and then you minus 1. So it's actually 76 minus y1. Why are we subtracting this 20? It's at the same time. We're subtracting this 20, so 1 from here to there, which is 76. Then you subtract the y1. You get the 1,975. So that is how we do it. We needed to calculate L1, L2, and L3 because of the second moment of area. The formula needs you to find the L's best. Okay, so now let us calculate the IXX since we find the L. So we're going to first do IXX for the rectangle, IXX for the triangle, and then IXX for the circle. So here are the formulas. IXX for rectangle is BD cubed divided by 12 plus AL squared. IXX for triangle is BD cubed divided by 36. For triangles, divide by 36. For rectangles, divide by 12, and then plus AL squared. IXX for circle is pi d to the exponent of 4 divided by 64 plus AL squared. So there are our three formulas for IXX. And then when you calculate IXX, you need to subtract the second one because it is a whole. So it's going to be IXX rectangle plus IXX triangle minus the IXX circle. So IXX rectangle, then is our formula. We have BD cubed divided by 12. B is our base. That is why I wrote 108. And then the D, the depth 96 cubed divided by 12. Plus A is for area. So area is 108 by 96. So you can write the area that you already calculated. And then multiplied by L1. This is L1. The L for the rectangle is 3,975. And then IXX for the triangle is equal to. And then for IXX triangle, it's going to be BD cubed divided by 36 plus AL squared. B is the breadth, which is 54, and then the depth is 96. We divided by 36. Volume down, J plus AL squared. So A is the area, it's 2592. The L is what we got, L2 for the triangle. Then is 12,025, and then you square it as the formula says. Remember, it is IXX rectangle plus IXX triangle minus IXX circle because the circle is a whole. So you subtract the whole, you minus it. So IXX for the circle is pi d to the exponent of 4 divided by 64 plus AL squared. So pi, what is our d? They've given it to us there. The diameter is 20, you substitute it there, plus pi d, which is 20, divided by 4. This is the area. As the formula says, this is pi d to the exponent of 4 divided by 64 is this part. And then area, it is this part. And then our L is L3. We got it there, then 1,975 we square it. Find the total of everything. Remember to subtract this one, and then IXX total is this one. So this is IXX total. Remember to write the S argument, which is MM to the exponent of 4. And then after finding the IXX, you need to find the ZE, which is the profile momentum. So the formula to find the ZE is IXX divided by 1. It is not, yeah, it's IXX divided by 1. So this Y, you substitute Y1. So IXX, which we have it there, it is 94,99303,36 mm to the exponent of 4 divided by Y1 is given in millimeters, which is 44,025 mm. Then you'll write your answer in millimeter cubed. And then after writing your answer in millimeter cubed, we need the final answer in cubic meter, meaning that you multiply by 10 to the exponent of 3. Whatever it is that you have gotten here, after a comma, before a comma, the decimal. So move 3 commas to the left, so it's 1, 2, 3. You'll write the answer there, and then times 10 to the exponent of 3, m cubed. And yeah, there you go.